I had to earn those friendships, but it came through the training, through hardships, and just seeing that like I could be trusted and I could trust them. You know, like when we're doing training where people can get hurt, they had my back. And so we would earn that trust with each other. And then through going out, getting to know each other, having conversations, sometimes deep in, 4 or 5 bottles, but we're getting to know people at a deep level. So that and then it was like magnified, like when you in combat. But I mean, full on. I mean, like I'm stepping off this vehicle, and like it's like everything you think of from like war movies. Like we were watching like planes and helicopters shooting missiles, drop bombs, artillery shoot off and blow up buildings, and then we're coming into the city after, right after they do that, and gunfire everywhere. It's dark. I'm like, I kind of know where. I think I know that those are the bad guys and these are the good guys. This is our side, this is their side, but I'm not totally sure. And I mean, from the time I walked off the back of this vehicle, because I lined myself up to be off first, is this armored vehicle. We roll in. We had our objective. It was a few blocks away. They drop the ramp, and I run, and I take a step and a half and just eat shit and just like fall on my face. And I was like, oh man, I tripped on I thought I tripped on a bag of potatoes or something. It was like this big sack, and then I looked down and it's a dead fighter. So like all of a sudden, and then I was like, okay, well, this is my reality now,
and that's like that's your reality,
chaos.
That's your truth, and it becomes normalized.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and so our goal, like our objective, was basically to go through this city of which in full population holds like 250,000 people, and go almost house to house to house from north to south, kind of online, like a big wave, moving online from north to south of these other units, and just kick open doors of these buildings where people are waiting for us to come in. And sometimes they're rigged with explosives, and sometimes they just have a gun trained on the door. And we're hoping that we can shoot them before they shoot us. And just doing that over and over and over and over. So eventually, it's kind of like, well, people start dying, because those are terrible odds. Like, I mean, the amount of people, the fact that so many of our guys survived is, I think, beyond belief, and maybe due to some of the strategy, of the generals had attacking the city. But I mean, we're expecting a lot more people to die, given those odds, So after a while, I just started thinking, like, how many more times can I possibly do this, and live?